Every CFO I talk to has similar problems: limited budget, rising energy costs, and they need to do something about it. After working with fortunes, municipalities, corporations, big businesses, and large energy users of all kinds, I have a strong opinion on which energy projects need to be prioritized first. And it's because you can do community solar with no money, no installations, no changes to your facilities, complete it in under 90 days without wasting internal resources. My name is Dakota Knuckles-Malone. I'm a co-founder of Community Solar Authority. Our team's unlocked access to over $50 million in future energy savings, and we've been doing this for a long time. By the end of this video, you'll understand why community solar fits at the top of your priorities when it comes to your energy strategy. Let's start by defining strategy. I look at it as a decision on where to deploy resources of time, energy, money, and attention that will bring you the greatest ROI. We recently worked with a university who was doing an on-site solar project that was sucking up all of their time. This is a post-ITC world where incentives for solar have massively changed, and it makes it hard to pencil. They told me it was going to cost them millions of dollars in CapEx because of infrastructure upgrades associated with the project, and the guy didn't think that they would see an ROI by the time he retired. This is an extreme scenario, but it drives my point home. Just because you already have projects and initiatives you're working on doesn't mean it's the best strategy for your org. After we showed him what was possible with community solar, which is our vote for a top priority in your energy strategy, they were able to execute an agreement in under 30 days, pivot, and instantly access savings because we found them a live project. And here's why community solar squeezes in no matter what. All right, so you have previous initiatives that you're working on, your capital is tied up, and your time is limited. This is the perfect scenario for community solar because our team does all of the work. This requires zero capital, and you minimize the internal resources while you work on executing an agreement. We recently met with a hospital system who was knee-deep in the middle of energy efficiency projects. They had already started the project. It was their one big thing for the year, and they told us that they didn't have room for anything else. Until we showed them the 3 different case studies of 3 different hospitals that we've done this with and how we could squeeze this in between what they were doing without impacting their project and without wasting anyone's time, they started listening a little bit more. We squeezed in a community solar deal in under 90 days and beat their efficiency project milestones they were trying to get by a mile. My last point here: community solar is a supply-constrained opportunity. Stop waiting to explore community solar. There are only so many solar farms that are built every single year. Instead, get in the game and at least get waitlisted so when you're ready to execute, you're already to the front of the line. We worked with a corporate manufacturer last year who could not execute and make a decision on community solar. They were in the middle of an energy procurement. They wanted to wait. They wanted to see how the market changed. They wanted to see if they could get a bigger discount. And since then, New York legislation has changed for the worse from a subscriber perspective. It's made it even more of a supply-constrained market where before there was already limited availability, but now there's even less because of changes in legislation. Literally last week, I kid you not, we had a strategic partner who sent us an intake form, and it was for the same company. So a year later, they turned back around. They finally wanted to look at community solar. But now the problem is it's too late. Our pipelines are filled in this specific utility with an organizations who waitlisted themselves. Community solar is not energy procurement, where you can sign up whenever you want, wherever you want, and get around to it when you can. If accessing lower energy costs and improving your energy strategy is important to you in 2026, you should move on that now, especially in markets like Illinois. So a quick recap: a strategy is the priority that brings the best ROI. Community solar brings an infinite ROI with no CapEx, no facility changes, and no installations, and guaranteed lower energy costs once your project turns on. Stop waiting. These projects will not be around forever. Send me a DM on LinkedIn or visit us at communitysolarauthority.com to book a call.